Hey YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon. In this video, I'll be opening up a Paldea Evolved Pokemon booster box. Now this will be part 1 of the booster box opening where I open up the first 18 packs of the booster box. When I upload part 2 to this booster box opening, I will include a link in the description of this video. So Paldea Evolved is the newest set in the Pokemon TCG. I was actually sent this box for free from the Pokemon Company International. Official release date for the set, June 9th, 2023. So I'm able to open both the booster box as well as the Elite Trainer box from this set almost 2 weeks before the official release date. So normally booster boxes are around $115, $120 online. Of course, MSRP, you take $4.49 per pack, which is crazy, times 36, but you're never, for the most part, going to have to pay more than MSRP for newly released booster boxes. So, like I said, the first 18 packs open up in this video, part 1, and then part 2 will have the second 18 packs at the end of this video, as well as the end of part 2, I'll do a summary of pulls. If you are short on time, you can just jump to the end of the video to see what I pull. So before I take the plastic wrap off of the box, I'll give you a look at the artwork. You can see some of the featured Pokemon, essentially as the name implies. The set is based around the 3 Stage 2 starters of the Paldean region. And you'll see those Pokemon on the booster box design as well as the booster packs. Of course, Scarlet and Violet. This is already the second Scarlet and Violet series set, so the continuation of gray borders, guaranteed rare holo cards per pack, return of EX Pokemon, and of course the rarity is very similar to Japanese sets. So let's switch to the face cam view and I'll get this booster box opened up. I may do a live stream opening of a booster box in the future. Usually if I do a live stream, I try and open up the entire booster box in one video. I know a lot of people prefer that, but I get a little more chatty in my actual booster box openings when they're live stream. So here are the booster packs. A good way to know if you have a real box or not, there's a number on the cardboard there, and then of course the Pokeballs on the plastic. So I'll take out the 36 packs. I'm going to open up the right stack of packs first. And something I do like about the Scarlet and Violet series of sets so far is that the pull rates are a little bit better. There are 193 cards in the main part of this set, something like 86 secret rares essentially, for a total of 279 cards in this set. So go through each and every pack. I'm not going to show the price guide yet just because this set isn't officially released yet. I looked on eBay before I started opening this booster box and there's really not been much for sale. It was pretty cool that I was contacted by the Pokemon Company International. Now of course, card trick here. The 2 final cards would be the code card and then the energy card. Other than that, you do not have to do the card trick or anything like that. You're going right through the rarity in the pack, common, uncommon, rare. New here, like I mentioned earlier, guaranteed rare holo per pack, and then you get 2 reverse holos as well. Sandy S starts this one. Tarantula, of course, this the 9th generation of sets. A lot of 9th generation Pokemon are included. Super Odd, Love Disc, Luminous Energy, Bombardier, Flamigo, Bramblin, the first reverse holo. Second one would be a Fletchinder, and the final card, a Weavile, that guaranteed rare holo. Will be interesting when the World Championships cards are released this year. Are they going to continue with the gray border? Or are they going to go back to yellow borders? Because that would be the opposite of what the English cards look like now. So 5 different cover artwork designs for these packs. I believe this is Ting Lu. And I do think it's a good thing that across the world, essentially, they're going for the same look with Pokemon cards. I'm not going to go do the card trick. I'm just going to go straight through the pack, speed it up a little bit. Rookidee starts this one. Pikachu. You can get a Pikachu EX in this set, and then, of course, the Elite Trainer box for Paldea Evolved includes that Pikachu promo with the starters in the background. Slackoth, Wattrell, Setatan. I do apologize if I'm saying some of these names incorrectly. Of course, brand new Pokemon to myself. Faulkner is the trainer here. Dunsparce. Lockix would be the reverse holo, which is a rare. Second one would be an Arctibax. And then the final card, a Gyarados. Lots of illustration rares as well as special illustration rares in this set. I have my cheat sheet off to the side. Illustration rares, there are 36 total. And then special illustration rares, there are 15 total. And the reason I opened up the Elite Trainer box before I opened up this booster box, I like that player's guide within the Elite Trainer box, especially when you're opening something brand new. For the most part, there had not been any official leaks of the set where you had the whole set list out. I actually received this booster box as well as the Elite Trainer box quite a bit before even I'm uploading this video to YouTube, so I could have opened it up and really known what was in the set 2 or 3 weeks ago. Snover starts this one. Fletchling, Voltorb, Clavel, Paldean Tauros, and this is a card that I pulled as an illustration rare. Skiploom, Dendra, which is a good trainer. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. If you do, draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. It's a decent one. This is a tongue twister. Knuckle Stack is the reverse holo here. Second one would be a Tarantula. Of course, that's where the illustration rare or the special illustration rare comes in that second spot. And then a Pawmot to end the pack. Of course, the reason that you're having 2 reverse holos and then a guaranteed rare in each and every pack, greed essentially, but that is capitalism at its finest. Price increase per everything, per pack, essentially. So they jam more junk into a pack saying, look, you get better cards in each pack, so that's why there's the price hike. Alright, let's just go straight through it. Not much to summarize so far. Fuecoco starts this one, the fire-type starter from the region. Bramblin, Cufant, Krogunk, Passimian, Corviknight, Seviper, Sagoro. Let's take a look at this card. Choose up to 2 of your Pokemon and heal 50 damage from each of them. Fuecoco, Ceruledge, and then that energy and code card. So not much so far. I know value-wise in Scarlet and Violet base set, there's not a lot of value, really for 2 reasons. Number one, the pull rates are a little bit easier, and then demand really is down. I guess really 3 reasons. Demand's down for the Pokemon trading card game. Supply's up, so that just makes everything worth less, and then just cards are easier to pull in general. Tropius starts this one. Dunsparce, Hoppip, Paldean Wooper, Palossand, Raichu, Gothitelle, Grusha would be the trainer here, Spidops, the reverse holo, and then there we go, there is a Meowscarada EX. Now this is essentially a full art. Technically this card is called an ultra rare rarity-wise. You have 2 silver stars there, so Meowscarada EX. Let's take a look at this card. Its ability, you must discard a basic grass energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So a very good ability. Downside here is that this card is a stage 2, and then Scratching Nails, 100 damage plus for 2 colorless energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, this attack does 120 more damage. So not bad at all. You can combine its ability with its attack very easily and do lots of damage. So that is a good card there. I actually like the grass type line best of the starters, I would say, in this expansion. Sprigatito, a fun name to say. So here we have the fire type starter, the stage 2 evolution in Skeledirge. Not sure what my favorite card is in this set yet. I was thinking about supply and demand. I know that happened with the Neo series of sets especially, is that demand really diminished with those Neo series of sets, what, 20 years ago now? More than that, and those cards are very valuable, at least in sealed form. Satotl starts this one. Shroodle, Phalanx, Jigglypuff, Paldean Tauros, Luxio, Mabostiff, Tyranitar, the first reverse holo rare, Knackley, and the final card would be a Tyranitar. So going reverse holo into the rare holo. I'm a big fan of Tyranitar. That is for sure. Set that aside. And with so many reverse holos in every pack, it is harder to keep track of the rares. And I read a good point in one of my videos. Someone commented saying that if a rare holo is guaranteed in every pack, it's essentially a rare non-holo because they're that easy to get. And rare holo cards really never have had much value in any of the newer sets. Noibat starts this one. Combi. Glimmet. Frigibax. Arctibax. Giacomo. That is actually a pretty good card. Discard a special energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon. Talonflame. Tinkaton, which would be a rare, first reverse holo. Second one would be Rellor. And the final card would be a Lockix. I believe Tinkaton is featured as a pre-release promo for Paldea Evolved. 4 different pre-release promos. You get those in the build and battle boxes. If you go to a pre-release event for this set, you're going to get one of those 4. Baxcalibur, Tinkaton, Murkrow, and Pelipper, the 4. And for the most part, I get a lot of my news related to Pokemon cards from PokeBeach. I would highly recommend that website. He's been doing it a very long time. Tadbulb starts this one. Geofrake, Great Ball, Rellor, Pupitar, Flamigo, Bombardier, Paldean Wooper. There we go. There is the first illustration rare, one of 36. Graphai. Not exactly sure on that one, but it does look cool. Gold star down there, card number 223 of 193. So I'll set that aside, hoping for at least 3 illustration rare or special illustration rare cards in the entire booster box. I think that's a conservative number. And this is a pretty cool card here. This is a Terraform of Dedenne EX. So this one is another ultra rare, a full art, so that is very cool. Dedenne EX, Tail Swap, and Wondrous Shot. Move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon, so that's an interesting move. And then Wondrous Shot, 170 damage for 3 energy cards. It's not that competitive of card. Tail Swap is cool. I do like those Terra looking cards very well, that silver color to them. So easily one of the better packs of the box so far. I'd say we're about halfway through part 1 of this booster box opening. Meowscarada on this one. So part 1 uploaded on a Sunday here. Part 2 should be opened up, or posted rather, on Wednesday. A couple of days apart between those 2 videos. Tandemaus starts this one. Sprigatito. Magnemite. Knackley. Heracross. Kilowattrel. Azumarill. Palossand, the reverse holo. Second one is an Abomasnow. And then the final card would be a Paldean Clodsire EX. Numbers-wise, 17 different Pokemon EX. So very cool here. Actually, I believe it's 18. 18 regular EX and then 17 of the EX Full Art cards. Pikachu is not available as that EX Full Art. So I'll set that one aside. So the polls are starting to heat up a little bit. There's so many different types of ultra rares and secret rares available in the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. It is fun to open up. Anytime you get something good in that reverse holo spot and rare spot, it makes a difference. Quaquaval on this pack. Normally I do prefer the water type starters, but I just have a special liking for Sprigatito all the way up through Meowscarada. Quaxley starts this one. Tinkatink. Pinchurchin. Makuhita. Skiploom. Dendra. Palossand. Azumarill, the first reverse holo. Second would be an Ice Cube. And the final card would be an Orthworm. Realistic looking artwork on that card. It's almost like a photograph except for the drawing of the Pokemon. Next pack here. And historically, I would say a lot of times the second set in a new series isn't the best. I know Rebel Clash was the second set for Sword and Shield, not the best set there, but hopefully this set will be a little bit better. Nimble starts this one. Shinx, Rookidee, Pikachu, Vespiquen, Ice-Q, Iono. Let's take a look at this card. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If either player put any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, each player draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. Tandemos, the first reverse holo, second would be a Flamigo, and the final card, a Lokix, or Lokix. If anyone does have any suggestions watching this video for places to figure out the correct pronunciation for some of these 9th generation Pokemon, certainly let me know. For a long time, there was a channel on YouTube that would just go through the correct pronunciations, but last time I checked, sort of tailed off with the 7th generation of Pokemon. Magikarp starts this one. I believe this is available as an illustration rare in the set. Slowpoke, Litleo, Rockruff, Raichu, Gothitelle, Arctibax, Tadbulb, the first reverse holo, second would be a Slacking, which is a rare, and the final card would be a Garganacl. So some strange English names, I would say. You don't see the NACL very often in English, I would say. Okay, next up here, I have to look over at my cheat sheet. Which one is this? It's either Xianpao or Tinglu. I would say this is Xianpao. If I'm saying those names incorrectly, I greatly apologize. Okay, this packet starts with Slakoth, Wattrel, Fuecoco, a fun name to say, Bramblin, Knacklestack, Corvisquire, Jet Energy, Tinkatink, Pupitar, and the final card would be a Baxcalibur. So just off to the side, I have 4 cards essentially to summarize. I'm hoping to get 6 to 8 per half of the booster box. Anywhere between 12 and really 16 in a booster box is sort of expected pull rates, and that's really the best sealed product to buy. Price per pack is going to be the cheapest, and you are going to have the most guaranteed pull rates in booster boxes. Palmy starts this one. Larvitar, Dino, Sandygast, Giacomo, Talonflame, Heracross, Sprigatito would be the first reverse holo. There we go, a Skeledirge EX. So this would be a special illustration rare, essentially an alternate art. Pretty cool looking card, that is for sure. And then the final card would be a Boss's Orders. Now you can get a Boss's Orders as a full art as well as, I believe, a special illustration rare. So hopefully this leads to more good things to come for Boss's Orders, which is a very competitive card. This one does feature Getsis. So very happy with that pack. Skeledirge reminds me a lot of I mentioned a lot in some of my videos when Carla, my wife, was pregnant with my daughter. She opened up a pack, pulled out a Sylveon GX, the alternate art. Or I take that back, Sylveon V. I'm dating myself there, so I have that sitting on my nightstand just for some memories of that time in my life. Okay, 3 packs left to go after this one, and of course I'll summarize my pulls. Cufant starts it. Krogunk, Citadel, Shroodle, Fighting Owlette, Mabostiff, Quaxwell, Boss's Orders, there we go, another one, Primeape, and the final card would be an Abomasnow. One more good pull, let's get it in the 3 final packs in part 1. And certainly let me know if you're watching this video. Of course, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. But let me know what you are most excited for from Paldea Evolved. Do you have any favorite cards coming from the set? Any favorite Pokemon that are finally printed in a set? Tarantula starts this one. Murkrow, Mischievous, Sneasel, Kilowattrel, Azumarill, Vespiquen, Phalanx, Magnemite, and the final card would be a Veluza. Do you like the holofoil pattern on the cards in this set? I wish all the holofoil cards were like the promos from the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. Going back to the Jungle and Fossil style of holo pattern in those promo cards. Second to last pack starts with Phalanx, Jigglypuff, Tadbulb, Gearfrig, Seguro, Faragiraffe. Let me say that again. I'm laughing at myself here. Faragiraffe is probably what it is. Zweilous, Weavile, the first reverse holo, which is a rare, Pikachu, and the final card would be an Oricorio. I know Carl always wants us to have a bird feeder here, so we can have some birds come over and Mia can look out there. One of the words that she can say is birdie. We actually got a betta fish recently. I bought one, and then Carla bought one for herself. That's still on the way, but we have one tank in our bedroom, one tank in the living room for the betta, and Mia just loves the fishy. Of course, she goes like fishy like that. She's just so amazed by it. Okay, final pack in part 1. Again, I'll have a link to part 2 in the description of this video when it is uploaded to YouTube. More than likely, when you're watching this video, part 2 will already be on YouTube. Gothita starts the final pack. Mashiff, Wingull, Noibat, Ice-Cube, Iono, Knacklestack, Heracross, Tinkatuff, and the final card, there we go, a Meowscarada EX. So a good way to end part 1 of this booster box opening. I will summarize my pulls and be back shortly with those pulls. Alright, from part 1 of this Paldea Evolved booster box, I was able to pull out 7 rare reverse holos, but since we get, 72 in a booster box now, I'm not going to show those, but 7 rare reverse holos. Was able to pull out a couple of EX in Meowscarada, and if you look at these cards in the light, it is a pretty cool looking pattern. There you go. You can see that sparkle pattern to it. So there's one. And then there's a Paldean Clodsire. Very happy with the pulls in part 1, really. I was able to pull out 2 EX Full Art. Again, these are called the Ultra Rares now in the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. This is a Terra form of Dedenne EX. And then the Meowscarada EX. And then a couple of illustration rares, the special and then the regular. The regular, the Graphii, not exactly sure how to say that one, but 1 gold star down there. And then, probably my favorite pull of the opening, the Skeledirge EX, the special illustration rare. So that will conclude part 1 of this booster box opening. Make sure before you go to subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video if you did think it deserves it. And then, of course, if you would like to support my channel even more, you can always become a patron of mine on Patreon. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Again, make sure to check out part 2 of this booster box opening. If it's not up on YouTube yet, it'll be up in a couple of days. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you, everyone, for watching.